Hey, so what is going on, everyone? It is me, Mr. Mario, and today I'm going to be bringing you a overview and how it works featurette over this new feature for the Xbox One, which is Xbox 360 backwards compatibility. Now, I do want to say right now, while I'm recording this June of 2015, it is in beta and it is only for Xbox One preview members right now. It is also extremely limited on games. However, as I said at E3, by the end of this year, by holiday season, there should be over 100 games available that are Xbox Live Arcade and Xbox 360 retail titles. There's going to be more to come, and at the same time, any information I say here is from my current experience. There could be things that will change, there could be things that could be added in, and there might also be features that are removed, so take everything with a grain of salt. However, this is essentially going to be how the final product will work out, so I'm going to show you all everything right here. So first off, all you need is your Xbox One. Now I'm going to be doing this with an Xbox Live Arcade game, a digital game, and a disc-based Xbox 360 retail game. Now first off, if you have any games that you have already purchased with your same account that you are using from Xbox 360 on the Xbox One digitally, and they are compatible, and remember the compatibility list will always change, you can go over to your games and apps, go over to the very end on the right, and you will see games that are available to install that you have not installed. You can select any of the games there and download and install them just like any of your Xbox One games. Now, as you can see right here, my game is about to finish installing. This is again a game I am downloading from the Xbox Live Marketplace right here. And then it's just going to join in with all of your other Xbox One games. The only difference is it's going to say Xbox 360 on the side of it on the little tile art, and you can find the other ones that I have installed already, but because I just installed a World of Keflings, let's go ahead and try that out. What happens is you just want to go over to your game, boot it up, and this is actually a pretty cool surprise right here. After the splash screen goes away, you're going to see the Xbox 360 boot screen right there. No, that was not a cut in the video or anything like that. That is how it actually works out. Now, if you have not run any Xbox 360 games, you're going to have to sit here for a few minutes, and it's going to say getting your Xbox 360 info. Once it's done with that, you will then be able to play your game. However, just let it sit there. It took me like 2 minutes or so to get past this part. Now, as you're just letting it finish up getting your background info and initialize, it might freeze up. It's okay if it does that. It's going to cut to black and then it will boot up your game. Congratulations, you now have an Xbox 360 game working on your Xbox One through the Xbox 360 emulator, and so far the Xbox 360 emulator is actually pretty awesome, so I've been happy with it thus far. Now, if it is a game that has multiplayer and the servers are still up, the multiplayer should work. However, some features do not work. For example, download content does not work, at least right now for this specific game. But if you look, the original Xbox 360 UI is right there for achievements. You're able to go ahead and, minimize the app, have it running in the background. But as you can see, when I have it running in the background, the frame rate drops so low, but as soon as I bring it back up in full screen, it works out just fine. And then when you actually play the game, it works out just as well as it would on the Xbox 360. The only thing is you don't have to switch systems and you're using an Xbox One controller, so that's all pretty neat to see. So that's the game actually working on there. Now that we've tried an Xbox Live Arcade game, we're going to go ahead and try a disc-based retail game. Now, if you're exiting the game, you could either just go home and quit the application, or if it's a game like this, you can just hit the exit game option and it will bring you back home. Now, for a disc-based game, if it's compatible, all you have to do is pop it into your Xbox One, and at the home menu where it says insert disc, it will turn into install disc. All you do is hit that and it will ask you to update and download an update for this game. Now, it is quite a huge update because what it does is it downloads the entire game. So yes, even though you do have the disc, you are going to have an active internet connection and you are going to have to download the game, so make sure you're able to download 4, 5, 6 gigabyte games, whatever it is. Normally games are going to cap out at like 7.5 gigabytes tops, but once you have that, all you need to do for a retail game that will take a bit longer, you just need to set it up there and then you can walk away, do whatever you want to, and come back later. Now, some people might be asking, what if I have game saves? Well, there are some games that actually save your progress as a GPD file to your profile itself, which many people might not know. So for example, the Call of Duty games, those game saves, you're going to have them built into your Xbox Live profile or your local profile, whatever you have on your Xbox 360. Games like Cameo, for example, you actually do have a game save. So what I did was I fired up my Xbox 360, made sure I formatted a flash drive, then I copied the save and the DLC to that flash drive, and I also copied the save itself onto my cloud storage. After that, I turned off my 360, I made sure it was working in my Xbox One, so I popped the flash drive into the Xbox One and waited to see what would happen. Now, for anyone wondering, it didn't seem like there was going to be anything that would happen, because when I popped the flash drive in, again, it is a fully formatted Xbox 360 flash drive, nothing came up, it didn't show any type of notification on screen, and even when checking, it just showed my internal and my external hard drives. It did not show any type of media flash drive or anything like that, so I didn't have high hopes, but I figured I'll try it through the 360 emulator. Anyways, once this is done right here, you're gonna have to wait a bit longer, but it should say that your game is ready to go. So all you need to do is do the same thing. Just go ahead, make sure you have the disc in your system, boot up the game, and it will do the same thing. It will have your splash screen for that game itself, and then your Xbox 360 boot screen will pop up right here, and you'll be able to play your game just like you're playing it on Xbox 360, but with an Xbox One controller. Now, I'm keeping this in right here because I want you all to pay attention. After this, once it boots up the game itself like it has it in the drive, you're going to see a little pop-up right here in the middle of the screen, and here it is. As you can see, it syncs up and downloads my cloud storage saves that I have for any game that it is corresponding to. So the save that I did transfer onto my cloud storage, I was able to keep and take with me on the Xbox One, so I could play my 360 game on here with the same save that I had on the 360. But from what I've seen, this is the only way of doing it. The game is working here, as you can see. What I tried doing as well too was I looked around on it. Leaderboards and all that seemed to work as well too. This game has dead multiplayer, I'm assuming. I'm sure it still works, but I know it's dead. But leaderboards and all that still work, so if you have Xbox Live compatibility with an Xbox 360 tile that you are playing, everything is still going to be intact there as long as you have an active internet connection at the time. However, as you can see right here, I try loading it up, and my save, the one that says Mario, pops up there, but if I try loading up anything else, the only device it picks up is my cloud game saves. I cannot run any type of external Xbox 360 drive, so a hard drive formatted or a flash drive formatted for the Xbox 360 will not work on there. So, to cover game saves, if you copy your game save over to your cloud storage, it will work on the Xbox 360. If you copy it to a physical drive, it will not work on the Xbox One. And yes, by that previous statement, I do mean that you do have to copy the game save to your cloud storage on your Xbox 360 to work with the 360 emulator on your Xbox One. Now, enough of the game saves. How about the game itself? Well, as you can see, the thing is running. You can double tap your home icon, and you can use all the same features that you can on Xbox One titles. So as you can see, I just took a screenshot right there. You can also do Xbox record that, so you can record up to the last 5 minutes of gameplay using your Xbox DVR. You can use Xbox Snap. You can even stream, from what I know. So even if you decide to stream directly through Twitch on your Xbox One, you can stream your Xbox 360 titles through here. Now, also to anybody who might be thinking this is fake or fabricated in any way, no, it's not, because if you go out to the home menu, it does actually show the name of the game right there, and everything is in my in-game menu. Also, if you think I'm going to go to the lengths to fake something like this, you have another thing coming. But if I did hook this up through my HDMI input slot on my Xbox One, it would just show up as TV. It wouldn't show up as the actual game name. Now, for this point right here, I can kind of hypothesize about it, but I can't give a guaranteed answer. As you all saw in the previous video, I did copy 2 pieces of DLC to my flash drive, which does not work on the Xbox One with the Xbox 360 emulation. So, with that, does DLC transfer over? I can't accurately answer that. I don't know if it's a yes, I don't know if it's a no, so it's kind of a crapshoot right now, but if Microsoft was smart, they would see if you had DLC tied down for that game on your account, it would download it with the game itself when you install it. However, I haven't seen any official word about it, and I don't really have a way of testing it. Now, right here, what I wanted to do was I wanted to uninstall the game that I just installed, and I wanted to see if I could do it offline, because I'm sure people are also going to ask, which this will lead into my final debunking right here. Can I do this offline? Do I need an active internet connection? Do I have to have an active internet connection? So what I did was I unplugged my Xbox One from the internet, popped out the disc, popped it back in, and I can confirm with the error that comes up right here when you try and install the game, yes, you do need an active internet connection. For one, when you install the game from a physical disc, the disc is really not making any noise, your Xbox is pretty much dead quiet, and second, it shows the whole game as an update when you first install it, so it does have to download it. So yes, unfortunately that might be, iffy for some people, but you are going to have to download your games that are also on disc. However, you are able to play your games offline. The ones that are installed, you can play offline with no issues, as you can see right here. The only thing is, any online options that you had will obviously not be available to you because you don't have an active internet connection, but you can play your Xbox 360 games offline as long as you have them downloaded. Anyways, that is all I have for this video. I'm really excited for this, and I think this video is better than doing a June, update preview or anything like that, because one, nothing really happened in June aside from this, and two, this isn't really guaranteed in the June update. Now, for the estimated time of arrival for this feature right here, all I know is that backwards compatibility is supposed to hit public sometime this fall. I do not have an ETA, I don't have a guaranteed time or date or anything like that. I just know, unless you're in the preview program, be on the lookout for it in the fall, and hopefully we'll have a lot more games to add to this. Anyways, this is Mr. Mario signing off. Thank you all for watching, everyone.